This is how I do all of my facial exercises and facial massage to help keep my face tight and lifted and young and just not puffy and all of those things that we all want from our skincare routine. So I do this in the morning. It's just when it fits in easiest for me. I do it when I'm moisturizing in my AM skincare routine. If you want to do it another time during the day, that's totally fine. It doesn't take that long. So the kind of theory behind this is as we go through life and just aging and all of that, some of our facial muscles get tighter and they're gonna kind of pull on things in the wrong direction and cause things like jowling and eye bags and things like that. And then there's other facial muscles that don't get used very much and they get kind of weak. And we know as we age, if your muscles get weak, just like on your body, things are gonna sag. That can happen in your face too. Always start this with a good facial oil to give your skin a little bit of slick for some of the massage part. Whatever oil works for your skin is fine. It doesn't have to be any specific oil. So just spread that lightly. Make sure you get your eyes and your neck because we're gonna do those too. And so you can kind of do this in whatever order you want. I usually start with the exercises. So for facial muscles, you want to do fast movements. That's just how those muscles are designed. They have a lot of fast twitch muscle fibers. So in order to tone them up and get them strong, we want to do kind of quicker movements. So the first one that I do, I do it in a couple different ways to get each different part of the muscle, but is this muscle right here, this cheek muscle. So if you keep this strong throughout your life, it's going to help prevent your face from falling downward this way. It'll help everything keep upward. So you can start with lower reps. I do about 50 reps of each of these exercises, but if you want, just start at 20. You really just want the muscle to feel exercised and get a little bit tired. So start wherever you're comfortable with. But the first thing we're gonna do, and this does take a little bit of practice, but you want to picture yourself flexing this muscle right here. And I make that face with my mouth. And then lift up. So do about 20 to 50 of those. Fast like that. And then next, because this muscle is so big, there's different parts to it. So then I put my fingers here and I kind of try to focus my mind to lift this part. And you can see this part of your face moving up when you do that. So same thing, 20 to 50 there. And then we're gonna do this spot beneath the eyes. And so I think the best way to get that one active is to make your tongue like this. And then lift up, up, up. And then so we did our cheeks. The next thing I do is these under chin neck muscles. You've probably seen this one. Just look up and kiss, go like this. And then the next muscle is this lip muscle. So this is kind of what a lip flip does. If you work this muscle, which gets really weak as we age, it'll help lift your lip up like this. So I just press my fingers right here and I lift up. And then the last exercise that I do is for my eyes. And so I do this kind of in two different ways. Basically, we want to move the upper lid and the lower lid, sort of flex them together, I guess. It just helps your eyes stay tight, the skin around there stay tight, and your eyes be nice and open and bright. This one takes a little practice, to be honest. I think it's helpful if you put your fingers right here and give just a little resistance. And remember, we never want to like tug and pull on our skin, so be gentle. But just like this. You can practice looking in different directions. Like if you look down, you kind of get a different exercise out of it. But basically we're exercising our eyelid muscles to help our eyes stay lifted. So this would avoid getting like a blepharoplasty, essentially. And then now that I've exercised my muscles, I go on to massaging the tight ones. So the first place I always start is the jawline. So I just take my knuckles like this. You can use a tool if you want, like a gua sha tool. I always just use my hands. And you want to do pretty firm pressure here. And so we're just massaging up tight muscles and we're moving out like inflammation and lymph. And so I do that probably 10 to 20 times, and then I move into this part of the jaw. And then I relax this muscle right here. This gets tight. A lot of people get Botox here as they get older, but you can loosen it up so easily yourself. Just massage it out. Basically, the exercises are places a lot of people get filler, and then the massages are the places a lot of people get Botox, if that makes sense, because we're either lifting or we're relaxing. And then the next one I do is these depressor muscles. So if these are tight, it'll make your mouth turn downward like in a frown. So you want to loosen those up. And then we're going to do masseter. And I'm doing this more quickly. Obviously do it a little bit longer. Like I said, like 10 to 20 times over each muscle. But just for the sake of this video, I'll move forward. So we're going to do masseter. These are our big old chewing muscles. And if these get tight, it can cause jowling, it can cause TMJ, so this has like a health benefit too. And then if these get really, really big, they can actually make your face look wider. So it's good to relax them. You always want to start from the top, like under your cheekbone. And this will feel really good. And then just slowly open your mouth and drag down. That's my favorite one. It feels so good. And then I just usually do some light kind of sweeping up, just trying to kind of get all of that out, everything that we squished out. And then I like to do 2 fingers like this and just kind of highlight my cheekbones. This is just going to help get inflammation out of your face and kind of depuff things. Then I want to relax this part right here that can cause nasolabial folds. So I just kind of gently massage in there. Then I take 2 fingers like this again, knuckles, and I'm going to do circles around my eyes just to bring some blood flow in, brighten them up, get out the puffiness. That one feels really good too. And then I gently, because your eye skin is so sensitive, remember, if you take nothing else from this video, don't tug on your skin. That's going to cause it to sag over time. So we're going to gently go up and just kind of smooth out that eye bag line. And then kind of gently, 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 I'm not tugging over here, I'm just holding. Smooth out your crow's feet. Because wrinkles are from repetitive movement of your face. And so we can practice not moving in that way. And I have another video on that about how I've practiced not moving my eyebrows to make forehead lines. But it also helps if you kind of counteract that creasing by gently smoothing it out. Because over time, you know, you're smoothing out that line. It's not creased as often. It's just going to help it smooth out. And then just take my fingertips and I gently squish out any puffiness in my eyes. This one feels so good too. I feel like I see an immediate result from that one too. And then I relax under my eyebrow muscles. So 1 knuckle, just a few swipes in that below your eyebrow space. There's some sinuses and things in there that it feels really nice to depuff. And then same thing over your eyebrow. Other side. Then I like to give my kind of forehead, eyebrow area a gentle lift. It's just kind of massage out these muscles that can pull things down. You want to kind of like slowly move your way back to your hairline. And then if you have any forehead lines, and I think we all are a little bit susceptible to that, I just kind of take a second to smooth those out. And see that little bit of redness? That's good. I'm bringing blood to my face. That's going to help renew the skin cells and keep it healthy. And then the last thing that I do is work the neck, which is so, so, so important. All of this stuff is connected. So if your neck is all tight, it's going to pull your face down essentially. And it's also going to make the skin on the neck look like saggy and like turkey neckish. So I take my knuckles. This feels so, so, so good too. It's such a nice thing to do for yourself in the morning. Just kind of go down that side. Same thing on the other side. And then I get these kind of front ones where people say they have ropes on their neck. Just gently massage those out. And then I do a little bit of neck stretching. So take your hands like this, and you want to, this is called the platysma muscle. We're going to stretch, so you want to kind of hold it down because it's just going to help us stretch it better. Hold it down and then look up and back. And you want to have the tongue, your tongue on the roof of your mouth for that, because that's connected. It'll help pull it. Turn to the side. Try to pull your trapezius muscle down while you do this. So you're pulling down kind of from your shoulder. And then I like to do some neck circles here. It just feels nice. I usually get a good crack in the morning when I do that. Do a little bit of shoulder rolling. If you're a total stretch person, you could go ahead and do some other stretches in your body here if that feels nice. But basically, that's where I stop. I have another short on some extra stuff I throw in sometimes to try to puff up my lips a little bit, if you want to go check that out. But basically, just putting a little bit of pressure on your lips can help puff them up a little bit. But that is my routine. And like everything that I post, this is about consistency. So you're not going to see some huge magical result like you would from a med spa if you just do this one day. This is something that if you do this over time throughout your life, it's just going to help you age a little bit better. It's going to keep those muscles, just like on your body. When you lift weights, you keep those muscles healthy. Things are just a little bit tighter. When you stretch, when you get massages, things just work a little bit better. So take some time in the morning, do this for yourself. Let me know how it goes.